Hey there, and welcome to my financial simulation of capital budgeting, which is for our Accounting 310 class, and has to do with our new heritage doll company, our financial snapshot. So our goal here was to get the highest company APV, make the highest revenues, and make sure we get some good quality net income. As you can see, my company APV is 701, which isn't exactly ideal, but it's definitely not a bad number. The revenue, as you can see, started in 2009, right here at 245 million. In the 5 years that we did, I increased that to 373 million, which I think is pretty neat. As for the net income, it seemed to almost double, or just about double, if not more. So I think that's also pretty neat. You can see down here revenue by division. I decided to focus a lot on the production and the retail of this company. The licensing really didn't spark my interest as much. So we're going to go here to our project details, and I'm going to show you some of the projects that helped me make some money. So right here I've got this toddler doll accessory line. I chose this in 2009, which is right at the beginning of the project. As you can see, the risk is pretty low on this. The lifetime of it is about 3.14 years, which is relatively short, and that's what we kind of want to look for. So going down, this goes through all 5 years of progression. As you can see from the net income of the project, we've got kind of a decline at the first year. But as you can see, throughout the 5 years, that steadily increases, and that decline really doesn't matter too much. We can see down here that the ending cash balance is what we really want to look at. We didn't lose any money the first year, and we steadily gained money throughout the rest of the 5 years, which is something that I like to see. We're going to move on to another one of the projects. We're going to go for the Match My Doll clothing line. Fantastic. So the risk here is medium. We're kind of coming out of our comfort zone a little bit, and we're trying to test some waters. So the risk here isn't too bad, but you know, we're still making money and we're still making good decisions. So the year I selected this was 2011, right about in the middle of the project, or the middle of the company lifespan, right? The project lifetime is about 5 years, which is still pretty good in my opinion. The MPV is about 9.68, which is what we want to see. Internal rate of return is about 27.60%, which is what I like to see. And payback period is about 7 years, which again still isn't that bad. Moving down, we can see throughout the years the ending cash balance. It's not very much, but you know, it's not too bad. The the net income here isn't bad at all. We're still making gains, as you can see. In this 5 years, we're still gaining money. There's nothing that we're losing, and so I think that's relatively all right. We're gonna do one more project here that I really liked, which was the virtual doll community. Now the risk here was high, and it was relatively risky as to should I choose this or should I not. And I decided to go for it because I think that this was a really good addition to our projects, and I definitely think that the society as a whole that's looking for our product is really going to enjoy having something like this added on to our already big production. So I selected this in 2012, which is 2 years before our cap, and so it had 2 years to mature. Now the project costs, or the MPV here, is 5.83, which is still pretty good. Payback period is only 2 years, which is what I really liked, considering I chose this at 2012. I only had 2 years. So, as we can see here, in terms of ending cash balance, we didn't really gain anything because we only had 1 year until 2014. If you would look at the projections here, though, we have a steady incline in our ending cash balance, which is really good, and we're making money, and that's what I like to see. along with our net income down here, right here. There's a large jump, another large jump, a continuous large jump in net income, and that's just really neat. And there's no depreciation, which is even better, because we're just making money and our product isn't depreciating at all. So we decide all of these projects right here, and these are all the ones that I chose to select. And so I distributed my money in quite a few places, but I think that I kind of went for a more high risk, high reward type of approach. And as you can see here, it tended to work for me. We have a lot of different projects that we're working on, and so we have a lot of income that seems to be coming in from different spots. And as they continue to mature over the years, we're just continuously making more income, and therefore that's why within the 5 years I was able to almost double my revenue and double my net income. So thank you for hanging out with me for a little while, and yeah, that is my simulation.